I just watched Millwall 0, Luton Town 1, and these are my immediate post-match thoughts. I echo the sentiments from Rob Edwards in his post-match interview with Sky, where he said it's been a long time coming. It really has. And to be honest, wow, it feels good to be talking about a win. Let's face it, prior to today, we'd won 2 league games in 2024. And when you're coming into a game off that type of run and you're looking for your first win of the season, it doesn't have to be pretty, but getting 3 points is all that matters. And you know what? That is exactly what Luton Town did today. Before I go into more of my post-match thoughts, if you're watching this and you haven't liked this video already, what are you waiting for? Drop a like, it takes less than a second. And if you aren't already, subscribe. Right, so we won. Fantastic. It's been a slow start to the season, and Rob Edwards knows as well. He's acknowledged that things just weren't clicking. We weren't taking our chances, but this was a completely different type of game. We didn't create too many clear-cut chances. There are actually no big chances. But I'll tell you what Luton Town did do. Luton Town defended like absolute kings today. It was fantastic. Seeing a 1-0 away win and a strong defensive performance that harks back all the way to that promotion season where we'd go places, get a 1-0 win, and the season before where pretty much it was just always 1-0 Luton every time. We defended so well. It was absolutely fantastic. Well, I might as well kick this off with the positives, really. So when the starting lineup was announced, there was a bit of confusion. Everyone was thinking on social media, so what are we actually doing? In reality, it was business as usual. It was the same formation as before. The only difference was Carlton Morris dropped to the bench. It was a shame that his 100th appearance had to come from the bench, but football's football. Those things happen. You can't treat everyone like royalty and start them just for their big day. He got minutes, that's all that matters. It was an interesting one though, because with one forward up top, I will say Elijah Adebayo looked isolated for large parts of the match. However, he did well with what he got. And then Carlton Morris did the same when he came on and replaced Elijah Adebayo. Let's talk more about some of the positives then. So you are listening to Liam Walsh's #1 fan. What a masterstroke signing Liam Walsh has been. He's so tidy on the ball. He's so good in possession. He managed to play almost a full 90. And bless him, he looked absolutely gassed at the end. But to be fair to Liam, he hasn't played too much football. So putting in such a good shift. Fair play, Liam Walsh. Can't wait to see more of him. And it looks like when you play a 3-4-3, although Chong and Clark were sitting just ahead behind Elijah Adebayo, but if we do persist with a 3-4-3, it looks like Marvellous Nakamba is the key to that working, which isn't a surprise. He's levels above the championship. He was a Premier League midfielder. It was a big loss losing Marvellous Nakamba last season, but I will say, you can't pin your hopes on a player that's been out for nearly a whole year with an injury. If we are planning on him being the key to this system, I don't think he's going to have the legs to do 90 minutes over and over again. But from Marv today, it was an absolute stellar performance, and big up to the defenders because wow. Reece Burke today was fantastic. Mark McGuinness dealt with what he had to. He was lucky to escape without a booking. There was one incredibly late challenge, and the best till last. Well, actually, Reece Burke was fantastic, but he didn't get a goal. Teden Mengi got the goal, and what a goal it was. The play for this. So the cross that came in from Chong, Elijah wasn't in the middle. Doughty has a shot, it gets pushed out, and when the ball dropped to Marvellous Nakamba, I was screaming, shoot! But what do I know? I'm just a guy filming stuff on a YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. He laid it off to Liam Walsh, and this was just a brilliant passage of play. Liam Walsh, calm as you like, rolling it to Teden Mengi, and the finish from Teden Mengi, wow. It was insane. It was beautifully caressed in, side foot, but with power. Great goal. Great goal. And to be honest, Teden got lucky. It was Teden's day because he got a yellow for kicking the ball away, and he could have very much had another yellow before the halftime whistle. But never mind, let's talk about the officiating. So it was very stop-start. Very hard to get a beat on this game, very hard for either team to get any momentum. And also that the Millwall player, Casper Denor, he should have probably got a second booking for pulling down Elijah Adebayo with a fast break. But that's the ref for you. It wasn't a great performance from the ref, and it was funny hearing the Millwall fans boo the ref at half time because, you know, he missed that second yellow for Teden. He missed that second yellow for Casper. So even Stevens, shall we say. Right, the second half, that was when we had to weather a bit of a storm. Millwall's last shot on target came in the 18th minute, and then Millwall had two quite big chances. For us, I would say it was very fortunate that one, Tom Bradshaw wasn't fit to play because Tom Bradshaw always scores against us. It was also quite fortunate that Josh Coburn had to go off in the first half. It was fortunate because I rate Josh Coburn. I think he's a good player, and he would have caused us a lot more trouble. And to be honest, if that chance that fell to Macaulay Langstaff fell to Josh Coburn, I reckon it could have been a different story. But also a big shout out to Thomas Kaminski. I left this until the second half chat because Thomas Kaminski, great save from Macaulay Langstaff, and also at the death, last kick of the game. Don't know how he kept that out. I'm going to be rewatching that over and over again. It was tremendous. I was pacing. I was watching this at home with my dad because I couldn't go to the game today. I was pacing throughout the entire second half. I just wanted that win so badly. But let's talk about some negatives because, as I said, and as Rob Edwards admitted, it wasn't a perfect performance. Maybe he has different ideas from me in terms of what didn't make it a perfect performance. Look, a 1-0 clean sheet away from home at Millwall, the Den, which is an absolutely hostile atmosphere. It's tough to go there as an away team. We also, Luton Town, only have one win in their last 10 games against Millwall. And that came at the Den like 2 or 3 seasons ago. We struggle at the Den. And today, sure, the Millwall fans helped us by coming dressed up as seats, empty seats. So that was very helpful. But still, it's still a very tough place to go. And fair play to the team for defending the way they did. It was a tremendous performance, especially on the defensive side. One problem that there was, it comes with playing out from the back. We are not Man City. As much as we would all like to be Man City and everyone's trying to emulate Pep Guardiola, we do not have the personnel for playing it out from the back. And a lot of the grief that Millwall were giving us in the first half especially came from playing it out from the back. Sometimes the ball broke and we were able to alleviate pressure, but more often than not, it led to quite a bit of trouble for our back line. It's about beating that first press, and it is tough. And you know what? Kaminski's very good with his throwing distribution. I'd like to see him throw the ball out maybe a bit more. Sure, he can't throw it out from a goal kick, but maybe just go long just to break that first line of pressure, because as it stands, we're not good enough to beat that press from playing out from the back. As much as modern football dictates that that is the way you should play, it's a hard watch and it gives us unnecessary pressure. And a team better than Millwall could have punished us quite a bit. But let's not dwell on the negatives, because you know what? Luton Town have 3 points on the board. We're up and running. As I said before, after only winning 2 games in 2024, this win was needed. It's to scratch that itch, get that King Kong off our backs. And you know what? Once the first one's done, the second one is much easier. They're like buses wins. You don't get one for the whole of 2024 and then they all come along at once. So let's go. 1-0 to Luton Town. How about that? If you've enjoyed this immediate post-match reaction, please like this video, subscribe to our channel for more Luton Town content. Big thank you to our audio partners Black Star Amplification and Carry On for making sure that we sound great, and also a big thank you to the record shop in Amersham. Wherever you are, head on down to the record shop if you collect vinyl, if you collect CDs, if you're looking to buy a guitar. And you know what? If you mention the OK Football Show, you'll even get a discount. Right, So that's what that winning feeling feels like. I almost forgot. Have a great evening, everyone. And most importantly, come on, you Hatters.